Let's talk about the moon, but not just as that bright thing you see in the night sky. We're going to dive into its hidden power, how it literally shaped our world and, well, our very existence. Let's get right into it. So, you see it pretty much every night, right? But have you ever stopped to think, what if it just wasn't there? It sounds like a simple question, but the answer is honestly staggering. If Earth was all alone out here, the world we know and love would be completely, totally unrecognizable. Let's explore exactly why. All right, first up, the ruler of the tides. This is probably the moon's most obvious influence. I mean, we're talking about that constant ebb and flow of the oceans. It's kind of like the moon's most direct and visible handshake with our planet. So, how does this actually work? Well, the moon's gravity pulls on the ocean water that's closest to it, and that creates one big bulge. But here's the really clever part. It's also pulling on the entire planet, leaving the water on the far side kind of behind. And that creates a second bulge on the opposite side of the Earth. It's like our world is in a constant cosmic stretch. Now, these two watery bulges stay more or less lined up with the moon, while the Earth just spins underneath them. So when your spot on the globe rotates into one of these bulges, you get high tide. And as it rotates out, you get low tide. This cycle is what gives us our two high tides and two low tides pretty much every single day. But the moon isn't working alone in this gravitational tug-of-war. The sun's in on it too. When the sun and moon line up, their gravity combines, and we get those extra strong spring tides. But when they're at right angles to each other, the sun's gravity actually cancels out some of the moon's pull, giving us much weaker, more moderate neap tides. Okay, so moving on from the tides, we can see this gravitational dance has been going on for billions of years. And it's had a much, much bigger impact, one that has fundamentally changed the nature of time itself on our planet. This brings us to this really cool idea called tidal locking. You know how we only ever see one side of the moon, that man in the moon face? Well, this is why. Its rotation has been slowed down so perfectly that it now takes the moon the exact same amount of time to spin once as it does to go all the way around the Earth. So, how in the world did that happen? Well, billions of years ago, the moon was younger, hotter, a little more molten, and Earth's gravity created these rock bulges on its surface, just like the moon does to our oceans. Then, Earth's gravity grabbed onto those bulges, creating a twisting force called torque. This torque acted like a giant cosmic brake, just slowing the moon's spin down, 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 until it finally locked into place. But here's the kicker. This is not a one-way street. That same tidal friction the moon creates in our oceans, it's been pushing back on the Earth, acting as a brake on our own planet's rotation for billions and billions of years. Just try to imagine this for a second. Shortly after it formed, Earth was spinning incredibly fast. A full day, from sunrise to sunrise, might have been only 6 hours long. Can you even picture the constant whipping winds and just the dizzying pace of that world? And today, we've got our nice, calm, stable 24-hour day. That extra 18-hour difference, that is a gift from the moon. Over eons, its gravitational drag has slowed us right down, lengthening our days and totally changing our planet's climate in the process. And this leads us to the most profound consequence of all. The moon isn't just a timekeeper. It might be the single reason our planet is stable enough to support complex life. You can think of the moon's gravity as a cosmic anchor. It holds our planet's axial tilt, that's the angle it spins on, at a remarkably steady 23.5 degrees. And that steady tilt is exactly what gives us our predictable, relatively mild seasons. Without that anchor, Earth would wobble all over the place. Its axis could tip anywhere from 0 to nearly 90 degrees. Imagine a world with no consistent seasons, just catastrophic swings between a global ice age and scorching heat. A stable climate, the kind we have, it would be totally impossible. So when you add it all up, the moon gave us 3 incredible gifts for life. It stabilized our climate, its tides probably created the perfect little nursery for life to move from the sea onto land, and it lengthened our day, which stopped the extreme temperature swings that a faster spinning world would have had. When you put all this together, from the tides to our 24-hour day to the very stability of our climate, it just forces you to look up at the moon with a completely new perspective. It really is our planet's silent partner. It's been there from the very beginning, just quietly shaping the conditions that allowed complex life to show up, to evolve, and to thrive. And this leaves us with a fascinating and kinda huge question. If a world needs a partner, like our moon, to develop complex life, well, how common can that life really be out there in the universe? Was the creation of our moon just the luckiest accident in cosmic history? It's definitely something to think about the next time you look up.